What's up, everybody? Welcome to the bonus episode for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is also me attempting to do post-commentary on a video, so we'll see how this goes. But anyway, bonus content for Sonic and 2, I am doing Knuckles in Sonic and 2, which, I mean, is essentially the same exact game. There's no alternate pathways for Knuckles like there is in Sonic 3. It's pretty much just straightforward Sonic 2, but you play as Knuckles. He still has his glide ability and the climb ability. And for some reason, the blue shield, as you can see, is now silver gray colored, which is odd. I don't know why they changed it for Knuckles, because they don't change it for Tails. If you play as Tails only and get the shield, it's still blue. But I guess it has something to do with maybe the color palette, because they've also changed, you know, the zone intro cards. The colors are Knuckles themed, so maybe it had something to do with the colors changing in there. Maybe it was on the same palette of something, and they had to change it so that, you know, something was still visible or not distorted. I don't know. Anyway, I just figured I would show this off. It's not really a whole lot to it. Knuckles is a little bit slower than Sonic, and he does not jump as high as Sonic. So that also comes into play on some of the route choices that you can make. I believe in Chemical Plant Zone, I don't remember if it was Act 1 or Act 2, but you'll see here in a couple minutes that even attempting to use Knuckles' climbing ability to go to a certain route didn't want to work. They also only give Knuckles one about to fall off animation, whereas Sonic had two, and I'm pretty sure Tails has two. But yeah, there's a little bit of Knuckles gliding. Everything else is pretty much exactly the same. And rest assured, this is not going to be a whole playthrough. I decided that I was going to go as far as showing off one specific area in Casino Night Zone. And when I beat the boss for Casino Night, that's where we're going to stop. So, not too long. The only other major difference that would come into it, right here. No, it must have been somewhere else. As I was going to say, the only other major difference in the gameplay would be the final boss, whereas I was able to jump over his claws and hit him when he wasn't bent over. There is absolutely no way to accomplish that with Knuckles. He just doesn't jump high enough. As for this post-commentary thing, I honestly do not know how I feel about it at the moment. It can certainly have its perks. Like if there's a bunch of dead air, I could just pause, rewind, and start over. But I don't know. I think I'm still going to do a mix of live commentary and post commentary. Perhaps as I practice the post commentary a little more, it will sound a little more natural and maybe there would be the, not the need, but the ability to make that a more normalized thing here on the channel. That kind of would free me up to record a lot more content a lot quicker, because you know, I don't live alone, so I do have to plan audio recordings around when it will be quiet. And if I'm doing post commentary, I mean, I can record gameplay footage several nights a week and then just catch up on all of the audio recording on my day off when the house is empty. However, the disadvantage to that is you don't get fully live reactions to the gameplay. So, like, if I were to accomplish something, you know, like, say, clip through a wall that nobody's ever clipped through and skip a huge part of the level that would be significant to the speedrunning community, you wouldn't catch my actual reaction. I would basically have to reenact that reaction. So here you could definitely tell that Knuckles doesn't jump as high. You gotta get a little creative and glide over and climb up the wall to get out of the water right there. Otherwise, your only other option is to just fall down, die, respawn at the checkpoint, and try not to fall into water again. Also, because he can't jump as high, I couldn't get high enough to get the one cycle on Robotnik there by, you know, just jumping above him and instead he bouncing. But we still get it done. Yeah, his about to fall animation is just kind of... It was a little disappointing that he didn't have two different animations. Aquatic Ruin. This one... The boss in this definitely gave me some trouble. A lot due to Knuckles' limitations. But anyway... Hopefully this Sonic Marathon is going to go well. I am contemplating what the next game in the series should be. Whether it should be Sonic 3 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Or if I should maybe tackle the Game Gear games, like Sonic Triple Trouble, although technically Triple Trouble does take place after Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But there's some other Game Gear games, like, I mean, there's a Game Gear version of Sonic 2, Sonic 1, Tails has his own Game Gear game, I believe. Of course, naturally they would have to be played through emulator at this point. Of course, I got crushed there. That's due to Knuckles not being as fast as Sonic. Hooray for that. But I'm also not familiar with the Game Gear games, so if I did do those, other than Triple Trouble, I would essentially be playing them for the first time. And even with Triple Trouble, because the battery life in the Game Gear was so terrible, especially if you bought cheap batteries, which I did not have a choice in. It was basically Dollar General batteries, was all I could get for Game Gear and Game Boy. Which in Game Boy they lasted, you know, a good while. But in Game Gear, I guess because of the color screen and the built-in backlight, I think the batteries in my Game Gear would die. I think the farthest I ever made it in Triple Trouble was a train level, maybe? Or a desert? Something like that. And right here, this boss fight was kind of pissing me off because you can see he's only shooting the arrows either on the top slot or the bottom slot. Neither of which are beneficial for Knuckles because he can't reach the top slot, and the bottom slot doesn't get you high enough to stand up there either. So I had to get him to do it right in the third hole, which I don't know if there's a manipulation to do it or if it's completely random, but this was bullshit. And then I got up here and I don't know what happened there. I felt like I was on the platform, but I guess the game decided I wasn't. And that happens again, I believe, here in just a couple seconds. But yeah, this could definitely be an issue in a Knuckles playthrough if you can't stay up on the top of the pillar. Robotnik can definitely fuck you. But we got it done. Freed the animals. I don't think I pointed out earlier, but some of the animals are red tinted now, whereas in the Sonic playthrough they were blue tinted. And even as a Tails only playthrough, I'm pretty sure they're still blue. I don't think they turn orange. But yeah, we get to see a little bit of a different route on Casino Night Zone. Not so much because it's specific to Knuckles or because he's the only one that can access it, but it's just because as Sonic, it is a little more difficult to take the top route generally, especially as the levels progress. And I've just always done the bottom routes on a lot of levels because that's what's left over from me being a kid. But as Knuckles, as you can see, you can kind of glide over the first half of the level. Well, not half, but maybe third of the level. And that actually puts you on the top row. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I also accidentally discovered that while I always thought that what this next section that I was going to show off was semi-exclusive to Knuckles, like that was one of the things that the development team planned to have Knuckles only be able to do, the way that I made it to this area in this playthrough made me realize you could probably get there with Sonic and Tails in the same exact fashion. I've just never done it. Not this part. I'm pretty sure you have to be Knuckles to get that coin thing. But I've never gotten the speed shoes and done this. And I think the speed shoes are what allows the other characters to be able to get up there. Because for the longest time I thought you had to use Knuckles climb up the other side of this wall to be able to get to these point things. I don't even know what they are. It's like the slot machine thing, but it only does points. So that was what I intended to show off as Knuckles in the bonus episode. thought I was on to something right there, and then I messed it up. And just kept going. So we're just gonna play through the stage, the rest of the stage, pretty much what I consider to be the regular way. And once we take out the boss, that's gonna be the end of the bonus episode. And I will... Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. I got the fucking 3 knuckles thing in the slot machine. How fucking cool is that? Like, that is random, and I hardly ever do the slot machine because I find it kind of pointless. But the fact that I got 3 knuckles in the bonus episode, that's kind of cool. But yeah, here we go to the boss, which I did not realize had such long invincibility frames. I don't know if that's something that gets altered with Knuckles or not. I also thought I grabbed that coin there, and that's going to be relevant here in just a second. Oops. Yep, that whole time I thought I had grabbed that 1 coin and I was going to be okay. Didn't happen. So this time I'm going to do a little safer. Just going to do back and forth, not really try to do double hits. Make sure I get a coin, a ring, and at this point I have got to decide what game is going to be next and whether or not I'm going to go straight through with the Sonic Marathon or if I'm going to take a break and do something else. There's also the Halo streams to check out on the channel, and if there's any interest in anything else to stream, you know, leave it in the comments. I've got, I don't know, probably like 300 games on the Xbox alone, so yeah, just let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Thanks for watching. You know what to do.